способ поиграть в Red Dead Redemption в первую часть, которая не переиздавалась нигде, выходила на Xbox и на PlayStation 3. На PlayStation 3 она вообще выглядит ужасно, судя по ревью Digital Foundry. На Xbox она выглядит получше на обычном 360, а на Xbox One X она вообще в 4К запускается, там графоне, вообще прям графоне. Поэтому начнем. Downloadable Contact есть у меня? Наверное, должен быть включен. Не весь. Так. Поиграем пока в обычное. А, вот он, Dead Nightmare у меня есть. Ну, возможно, его можно начать, но, короче, начинаем играть в обычный Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption single player save could not be found. You'd like to do. Create new save, ну, конечно же. Окей. Сохраняем. Маркус, его как-то зовут, Феникс, нет. Exodus in America. Изгнанник в Америке. Exodus это не сам факт изгнания, по-моему, изгнанник все-таки. Да, среди обычно таких людей мы типа такой говнарик ходим. Машинка. Дается кому-то. Я все думал, интересно, мне можно будет кататься на ней? А, я под стражей. Я в нее играл немного. Субтитры у меня будут. Я, по-моему, половину игры прошел. Играл в нее на PlayStation 3 на пираточке. Все очень молчаливо. Едем на поезде в какую-то... А, его отпустили, да, ведь? Или дальше стреляться, не понял. А, его, может, с тюрьмы выпустили?
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Короче, городские обсирают деревенских пацанов, которые живут на дальнем Диком Западе.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No,
Sexy
apparently
girl прошла.
people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
И наш герой прислушался к разговорчикам дамочек,
What you
женщин.
must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are,
Странные
Mrs. Bush.
разговорчики, такие очень
Armadillo.
философские. Чувак, походу, отсидел там за разбой какой-то. Возвращается домой, что ли? А, нет, они все тут жить. Нет? Его стражники, другие чуваки, по-моему. Да. Go to saloon. Ой. Так, мне нужно субтитры включить. Аудио. Headphones, нет. Вон субтитры, да. Опять плохой геймдизайн, что заставляет меня включать это не сразу же. Так, you use deadly assassin outfit, you'll make that originate twice as fast, окей. Идем в бар. Аватарку открыл. Угу, все по обычному GTA-шному. Назовите цвет настроен. Мистер Марсон.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Blackwater какая-то есть корпорация, и там у меня есть друзья, но они на самом деле не друзья. А этот чувак нанят, чтобы меня объяснить все. Там лошадка. Ничушка.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin.
New Austin.
Thing to happen at Coots Place was my week on the bedside in Aaron.
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Как ускориться?
Much obliged. Let's get
Нет,
going, Mr.
стрелять.
Marston. The marshal don't take
Тут
kindly to
просто
that
топа.
kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Slow. Right button. Окей. Мне, кстати, больше нравится контрольная схема, чем в Зельде. Ага, сейчас был такой туториал, как останавливаться.
Come on.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
И там, короче,
You
едем в
plan on
форт.
spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Окей.
Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
То есть кто-то за нами нас просил это все делать, кто-то очень серьезный господин. Маршал даже участвует в этом.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
И сажики.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill.
И койотики.
Yeah.
Форт Мерсер.
Easy.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on.
Так, секундочку. Все. Так, надо ускориться.
Go.
Это как типа 100 в GTA тормоз.
Slow down.
Помню.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Окей, кто такой был?
away now, John.
А, они знакомы,
Don't make
хорошо.
me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Окей.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me?
Я не знаю слова имплор. Окей.
You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Опа.
Oh. Poor John.
Все, конец игры. Они даже выбрасывают человека, который... А, это та девчонка, походу. Блин, у нашего героя был очень херовый план. That Government Boy. Ачивку. New Friends, Old Problems я получил. Ой, ачивка Government Boy, а загрузчик называется Новые друзья, старые проблемы. Окей. Отлеживаюсь, да? Прошло там типа несколько, наверное, дней. Hello.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
Ну, то есть он
It
несколько дней
cost us
вылез.
$15.
Большие деньги.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Джон Марстон.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Бонни.
Miss
Мисс
Bonnie
Бонни
McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Yep.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
Шляпо.
And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Окейушки. Мой сейфпоинт, да, наверное? Джейн Бонни. Окей. Могу исходить везде. Ага, это ее домик. Уже достаточно потрепанный, хотя он, наверное, не очень давно построен.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $50.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Ой. У нее странная анимация, окей.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Ой. Ой-ой-ой, как так произошло? Почему он стоял на лошади? Магазин, если правильно помню.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
И train station. У них и остановка трейна прямо около их ранчо. Это очень неплохо, я думаю.
Whoa there.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Эй, все что ли?
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are
Это
you
сохранял.
waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
Ну иди, иди, ну блин.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Так, я пойду закрою окошечко и немного не проветрюсь, а это сниму линзу.
Ready, Mr. Marston?
Так, сейчас, секундочку. Минуту.
Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Patrol range, давай. За патруль раньше.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Окей. Смотрим на что-нибудь странненькое.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
А где у тебя все
I
вообще
feel a
здесь?
lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Именем Intuition. Оп. Так можно, да?
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Так, а как мне отмена? Так, я должен поставить ее и... Дисмаунтиться. Лошадки боятся, кстати.
Come on, miss. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Так, кролики.
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. Good shot.
4 из 60.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's
Или
get
это
back
у меня
on the horses and see what else is going on.
Come on. Hey,
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Ну, стреляю пока плохо.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
it ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Come on.
Желтый лев триггер.
Whoa, whoa.
Я не вижу, вижу. Есть один. Есть. Чё их? Нет, лошадка. Как я умудрился туда залезть? Давай, лошадка, выходи. Раз. Два. Три.
Go.
Все.
We got rid of the coyote. Saved all the chickens.
Не спасся.
Let's go.
Пока стрелять нормально, я не научился что-то.
You know, you
Точнее,
can
я
actually handle a rifle.
управлять
It's
с
something I've
этим.
had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Сейчас, секунду, отвлекусь. If you separate from your horse, it will return to hitching post outside of your house.
Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss
Okay.
McFarland.
Sleeping Yurt, save your game, окей. Как обычно, в принципе.
There's a young lady here's about with a boil in the most unfortunate place.
Pick up extra more from the trunk in your room. Окей. Передай левел 1 из 3. Gainer Doctors and Gunsmith around the territory allow you to renew weapon, restock ammunition, or purchase recent potions. Some people even deal in valuable information about surrounding to from map or newspaper. Окей. Все, спать. Бонни. Это мой дом, зеленый кей. Я через забор умею перелазить? Да. Hello, Bonnie. Obstacles in our path.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Окей, гоночка.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Let's go!
А, прям уже. Окей.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Ага.
Right.
Нельзя так делать, понятно.
Come on.
Она начинает вибрировать. Well, you can guess. Быстрее мне нужно. Ага, надо бежать поэтому, чтобы он быстрее бежал. Окей. Ну, не туда. Можно рестарт миссии сделать? Я что-то прям плохо. А, кстати, в Social Club я могу залогиниться? Окей. Ну ладно. А, вон гейм есть. Меню, наверное, там. Ага, это лол тут. Блин, управлять машиной проще, чем управлять лошадью. Ай-яй-яй, вынесло за трассу. Почти догоняешь, что ли? Не справился с управлением. Окей. Retry. Ну, то, чего я добавлялся. Что-то я прям плохо играю.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Come on, follow me. This is how it's done.
Come on, boys!
Would you like me to slow down? Are you saving the best for last? I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. How you doing back there? Should I wait for you to catch up?
Прям пятачок так идем.
Yeah. Slow it up now.
Yeah! You
What's
got
that?
problems with your spurs? I thought you said you could ride!
Go.
This is gonna be close! Giddy up! Come on, Mr. Marston!
Let's go. You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
Она сдает свой здесь. Не, видимо, лошади. Стамина
Why don't I
заканчивается.
lead the way?
Don't go easy on me!
Да что ты?
Come on, boys! Call yourself a dangerous outlaw?
That's more like it. Yeah.
I'll catch you, just you wait! Got you now!
Блин, уделал меня. Прям на последнем это. Окей.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Не очень, да? Надеюсь, я смогу переиграть это, да? Marshal to talk in Armadillo. Travel to M on your map. Но сначала мы поговорим с Бонни. Что мне скажет Бонни, коли она рядом. This is Armadillo
Oh,
USA.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Mr. McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Окей. Драйвер сит.
What exactly are you waiting for? You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Сразу движение такое по дороге.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Шоус Принц. Мап у меня есть, да ведь? Ага. Макфарлен Ранч. Окей.
How well do you know New Austin?
I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. Do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized dribble out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost at cards. We'll be lucky if our ranch survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys.
Businessmen are new cowboys.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us.
Ну это 1900 какой-то уже, 7-й что ли год, так что прям вот все, весь мир достаточно уже современный.
For you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Окей, по медицинке. Барбершоп. Это... Поговори с ним.
Hello, sir.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
Ага, денег у меня нет.
So much to buy in this town.
Thank you.
Медицина, офка, темы, история сачел, пресс, опыня сачел. Окей, Вархоз. Медицин. Ага, он уже загрузился, нормально. Did you get injured?
Thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Окей. Познакомимся с городом Армадилlo. If you want to leave Armadillo, there is usually stagecoach loading and loading behind the freight station. Окей, на них можно путешествовать бесплатно, что ли? Серьезно? Телепорты такие. Produce. You can now purchase and rent properties marked at home. Это стоит немалых денег. Already you can save the game and each location has a hitch, horse and extra ammunition.
Keep your eyes open, mister.
Poker available will play at number of location keys.
No need for that, partner. I wish I could.
5 fingers fill it, now available for self location, окей. Можно везде заходить, да? Туалетик. Выход. Stage coast can give you a right on this location territory. Approach stage coast and get your stop hop on. Покер. New items.
Hey, handsome. Are you busy?
I'll have to politely decline this time, ma'am.
Well, I've heard...
Это что такое? Ну окей, ничего не понятно. На втором этаже, что ли, сейф? Heals at you first. Что такое? А вон, да, точка. Блин, я не вижу, что там написано, потому что у меня контрол мешается записи. Как? Лучше куда его... Наверное, сюда будет лучше. А там карта будет. В левом углу help. По центру, наверное. $50. Purchase location. У меня ровно 0. Что удобно. Когда у тебя 0 денег. Не надо принимать решение. Так, дальше в ряд оружия.
Howdy, friend.
You surely won't regret a purchase. Well, I'm always after items of quality. So long.
Ничего не могу сделать. Дальше доктор. Парикмахерская. Закрыто. Видимо, позже откроется. Так, это General Store. Ничего не могу купить. Окей, все как обычно. Какой-то восклицательный знак у меня на карте. Stranger, может, наверное. А, это Stage Cost. Raiden Passenger. Нет? Так, а что у меня здесь на карте? Все там миссия? Не, вон тут буква М есть. Да, это миссия за кого? Маршал Джонсон, окей. А, Бонни у меня есть тоже миссия. Ну, поехали лучше к Бонни. По порядку прям будем выполнять. Что, прям бесплатно меня подвезет? Окей, понятно. Как выйти? А, то есть, в общем, это, типа, меня триггерить выполнить миссию, потому что у меня 0 денег. Шериф. Здрасте. Political realities in Armadillo.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what, you getting keep with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Boggs Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what.
Да.
Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
Пойдем бить рожи, наверное. Accompany Marshal Johnson to the saloon.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. He spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
Какая из них моя? Какая из них моя? Садись.
I'm
Ага,
getting
вот
after him. Catch me up. Ooh, there.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Chola Springs, Gap Tooth Bridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Yeah.
Короче, его можно убить, но его надо...
Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Let's go.
Не надо привязывать?
Looks like we got company, boys.
Ага, сразу перестрел.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate. Go! Get to that crate. I got you covered.
Блин, у меня все оружие золотое, мне это не очень нравится. Это очень странно выбивается. Я могу поменять как-то? Да, это, видимо, мне тоже дадут волнение. Ну, окей.
Now get behind that outhouse. Ain't sure we seen the last of them. I got backing answers. You hear me? You ain't getting away this time.
Кто там? Окей. Ай. Эй.
There's Walton. He's making a run for it. Take him alive if you can. It's been a pleasure, Marshal. I'd have preferred him to swing. I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got
Я убил его?
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Я его убил, да? Его надо было по ногам что стрелять. Денег-то мне за это заплатят. Да, 20-шку выдадут. Так, а здесь трупики можно. Сразу же Хонор минус 100. Типа за то, что открываешь...
Can I have this?
И я могу перемещаться. Надо было сразу собирать. Деньги нормас. Так, где я нахожусь? Куда мне ближе? Ну да. Поехали к Бонни. Я так люблю миссии в порядке проходить. Окей, рандом энкаунтер. Все.
Very grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
А, китаец. Поэтому он странно так говорит. Режим мап не получил.
To the victor, the spoil.
Окей. То есть я должен найти место какое-то прям. Ага. Капец, надо найти прям висельницу, деревья и два, потом это. Тут не видать, может, рядом где-то. Кудиться дальше снова это свой п. Угу. Не похоже, что это рядом. Моя лошадь? Моя. Окей. Зачем, если я же мог стрелять прямо на слайде? Прыгать может, отлично. Ну ладно, еще марш. Strangers, окей. Talk to woman,
They took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took him.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Так, что у меня там по карте? Сюда надо, да? Ну, пойдем. Конечно, не очень управляю лошадь. Быстро я двигаюсь вообще? Да, нормально. Опа, что за клевер?
That's one.
While playing, you have started to first rank survivalist challenge. О, поднимается в него. Съели его, что ли? Но это не детский ботинок. А кость человеческая, похоже. Все, типа? Ну да, больше ничего не могу сделать, ладно. Тоже не цепляется. Ага. Это еще не конец. Ты еще не привык.
You little beauty. Let's go.
Да блин, почему я все зажимаю на эту кнопку? Потому что это как будто газ. Тормоз. Понятно. Я могу их как раз сделать, наверное, да? Отлично. Не продаю, наверное, эту херню. И, конечно же, навык получится. Куда собралась лошадь? Угу, это я уже все выяснил. Спасибо. Я сначала... Да блин. Телеграфность. More one bar. Life. Окей, пригодится. Не близко, да? Ага, супер близко. Так, тут что у нас пацаны развлекаются?
All right, my friend.
How much do you put down?
Ну давай, это.
Let's do this.
Да.
Hi.
Very nice.
All right, there. Get fucked.
I was too damn slow.
А, надо быстрее был, да? Окей. Поторопился. Получил, окей.
Hello to you.
Блин, в чем прикол-то?
I'm gone. You beat me fair.
Any
Hey,
other
video?
gluttons for punishment?
All right, there. Put down your dust. Hi.
Не, все, в жопу. Потом поиграем в это. Ну.
I don't care nothing.
Вот там что с компьютер? Газетка? Да. Окей. People missing in Cholo Supreme. Винсент Ган Крейган of Terror. Настоящая газета. Brave Robert Capture. Вот для того, чтобы create some of your own in order to return coverage to the local item from a site. Окей, понятно. Так, я могу вам продать там.
Well, I'm not really in a buying mood, but I guess I'll take a look. A fine choice. I keep foreign and Jewish red goods out of my store. Help our American families.
Патрончики, наверное, Гансмиту надо. Амок, револьвер, пистолер и пикет. Нормально, за 5? Да.
Hello there.
Justice in Pike's Basin.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Так, моя черная вроде.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Blackwater это весь город, да? Я, по-моему, видел, да, он там? Или Blackwater это... Возможно, Blackwater это Railroad Company.
Look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Not far now. Eyes open, boys.
Граница чего-то? Другого штата, что ли?
All right, boys, let's proceed on foot from here. Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Блин, ну не хватает, конечно, замедления, как в доме, когда выбираешь.
Hustlers, find some cover!
Эй-эй-эй.
Stay close! Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy? You got one!
What's gonna go, big boy?
Please come from Mr. Wilson's cattle! Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them.
Stop falling behind! We gotta push forward!
My God.
Can I have this?
Damn you.
I'm gonna put you down!
There's a couple of the rat bastards.
А, это мои патроны.
Come on, you coward! This way! Surrender! Stay with me!
Hellfire. Look, the deputies are making progress.
Ага, они все стреливают там, окей.
Follow me! There's one of them. Let's clear out Pike's Basin once and for all! Come on, Marston. I can't take them all by myself. Come on, let's clear out that camp. Watch yourself. Looks like they have some backup. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. Tell the ballers to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you. Nice and steady now. Don't leave yourself open. Good shooting, boy. I see him. You better surrender. You hear? No more. I'll see you, boy.
Давай, давай.
Good shooting, Marston. Looks like there's some ammunition lying about if you need it. I'll meet you up on the ridge.
To the victor, the spoil.
Не могу открывать сундуки-то, да? Да блин.
Let's go, Marston. We gotta keep moving. Come on, pull foot, Marston. Let's push it. Watch out. Looks like there's a couple of snipers over there. Eyes up! Sniper!
I chose a bad spot here.
Come on! Give them hell! There's one more for the vultures. Come on, boy! Christ alive!
Второй.
Thieving bastard! Are you gonna shoot any of
Давай.
these rustlers, boys? Jesus wept! Let's push on. Sounds like the deputies could use a hand.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
По стелфу. Далековато. Такая музыка прям как в фильмах про ковбоев.
Hey, was that you or me?
Все? Зачищено. Rescue range hands.
I think that's all of them. Fine shooting, boys. Now come on, let's untie those hostages.
А тут даже хосты же были.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Даже у них здесь целое стадо было. Все, $25 за это все. Так, я сохранился как-то? Я могу сохранить? Авто, да. Было 21:12, да? Да. Ну, на этом тогда все. Хара сегодня. Спасибо.